Hi guys, I'm popping in super quick to show you how I make my family's favorite tomato soup recipe. This is extremely fast, it's very cheap, and it's actually keto for anyone who likes to eat that sort of way. While no one in our family is strictly keto at all, I love keto recipes because I appreciate foods without added sugars and things that are high in protein. So this is really a win. It is super fast. First thing we need is a jar of pasta sauce. I always recommend basil and garlic because I like my tomato soup basil-y and garlicky. So that's got everything you need. Roughly 3/4 of a jar of water, which is maybe 2.5 cups. You know, I filled it up to about the label. That's generally where I go. Just gonna dump that in to make it nice and creamy. We will be adding about 3/4 of a cup of cream cheese. Generally, I would buy generic, but this was actually a bargain at Costco. If you like to buy your cream cheese in the little blocks, that's about like 3/4 of the block. What do we have left? I think we have just a little bit of flavor left. So this is where you're gonna add your bouillon in. I would do 1 to 2 cubes if you're gonna use cubes. If you wanna do spoonfuls, I don't know, roughly 2 teaspoons. Stick it in and we're done. So the last thing we do, obviously, we're gonna heat it up on the stove. And if you don't have an immersion blender, I would highly recommend that you look into getting one. Super easy, doesn't take up much space. They always come in 2 pieces as far as I've seen, and this is my 3rd or 4th one. This part goes in the dishwasher, this part goes in the cupboard. They don't take up much space. They do a lot of hard work in a very short amount of time. If you don't have one of these, you can just use a whisk. Make sure it gets nice and hot so that cream cheese is melty. Whisk the heck out of it and you'll have a fantastic soup. Super cheap, again. 1 jar of sauce. I like to use the Great Value brand, $1.28. Water, that's free for us. We have our own well. 1 scoop of bouillon, that's about 6 cents. The cream cheese, 3/4 of a block, roughly $1. That would make the entire pot of soup $2.34. This serves 4 adults. To make it a whole meal, I highly recommend doing your own romaine salad. Take 1 head of romaine, that's about 98 cents. Wash it, dice it up, add a dash of dressing. Now everyone has salad. And a great accompaniment is a big fresh loaf of bread. So I allot $1 for bread. The grand total on this entire meal, $4.32. All right, you guys, enjoy. If you want to see more recipes like these from me, I would love to suggest that you like or subscribe, and that way more of this sort of thing ends up on your feed. Gives you great encouragement as well as it encourages me. All right, thanks and enjoy. Okay, gang, it only took a few minutes and the soup is ready. While I was waiting for it to boil, I chopped up a little bit of lettuce for a salad for the 4 of us. This is how much soup each one gets. Roughly 10 ounces or so, 12 ounces. Not too bad, high in protein, probably moderately high in fat being keto, so that's very filling. And an entire loaf of fresh baked bread for the 4 of us to share. Of course, you could use grocery store French bread or something else along that lines and still fit in the dollar quota. Of course, if you wanted to make this entire meal keto, you would stay away from the bread. You would choose another option for $1. I would say a couple pieces of bacon for added protein would be delicious. All right, you guys, well, it smells wonderful and we can't wait to sit down and eat.